Hello, Patrick.
Hello, sir.
Thank you for coming in this interview session. You really come on time. Yes, if you are ready, you can start on interview.
Yes, I'm ready. You can start.
Thank you. Here is the first question that I can ask you. Tell me about yourself.
So, I'm happy to introduce myself to you. My name is Patrick Nishyirembere. I'm a student at Kepler-Kigali, the Faculty of Business Administration. And I studied secondary school at the Groupe Scolaire de Gihundwe in a combination of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. I'm 21 years and I'm Rwandan. I'm passionate about innovation and working in team.
Thank you. Then I can ask you the following question. If you have ever had a work, can you tell me about your past work experience?
It was very great. I had job during my holiday after ending my secondary studies from January up to July 2013 and before starting my college as freshman. I worked as a teacher and enjoyed my job because that job helped me to grow to many experience, like how I get experience of time management. Because at my job they require us to be on time every time, and there were some penalties to someone who come late. So from that experience, I got how to manage time, and also I participate as volunteer in volunteering work, like what I did in my sector census, or where we are counting the people who live in the rural area. There I work and I got experience of leadership because I worked as a team leader of other members who were participating in that act.
Thank you. Patrick, can you describe a time when you worked well with the team?
Yeah, I remember the time I worked well on team is when I participate as a volunteer in the community work in my sector, where I was leader of YAF who ended the studies in 2012 promotion. It was a group of 104 people, and I read them, and we used to work in team, in collaborating with each other. So the best work that I did, and I worked well in that team, is how we came up with an idea of creating a cooperative, and that cooperative was a business idea that was sent to business to central government in order to have any support, and the central government accept our request and then give us a donation in order to start our business. That was a really great work that I enjoyed in my life.
Thank you. Here is the other question. Tell me about a time when you had many things to do and how you prioritized your tasks.
So I remember the time when I had nothing to do. It was when I was at my school at Kepler-Kigali. I had three CFA projects and two courses in one day. So it was really hard to do them, but I chose to prioritize them by just making a to-do list. A to-do list of accomplishing every task by preparing the time I will spend to each activity. And but I do it with consideration of what has a high risk as a reward. For example, if you're not completing the one on time, you can get a bad risk. So I do a to-do list by considering those, and then help me to complete everything according to the due date as the instructor required me to do.
So the other question is the following. Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty. How did you handle the situation?
I remember the time I was teacher at my local school. I had a contract of teaching only social study courses in P4 and P6. But after 2 months of contract, the teacher of English in P3 was left the school, and the headmaster asked me to teach English in P3. And there is no wage that were added to my salary, but even if I have a heavy schedule that cannot permit me to go out and do anything, I accepted that request. And I try to find any time so as I teach. I taught them during the break time and add some extra time when the other teacher went off to their home. Me, I stay at school and teach those kids. But after I recognized that it was a great work because during the Araba day, the master recognized my name and rewarded me before other teachers.
Okay. Then can you tell me about the time when you worked effectively under pressure?
Yeah, yeah. I remember also the time when I was a reader of health who were participating in sector census of population. One day, the executive secretary of our sector called up me and asked me if he could get our report of what we are doing during those activities the following day. He said that mayor needs to supervise your job in these 2 months because we were passing 2 months by working those jobs. I had only 14 hours to finish and bring the report to the secretary executive at his office. So I arranged to call the team leaders in each cell, sent to me their report via SMS on mobile because they were so far from me. And then after receiving their message, it was really hard also to correct the data because I don't have computer, but I choose to use my document and then write the whole night the document. The tomorrow morning I sent the document to the secretary executive was well prepared and he appreciates my job.
Thank you. Then can you give me an example of a time when you showed initiative?
Yeah. Uh, During my secondary study, when I was in senior two ordinary level, I went to a school where there is many things and many waste near the school. There's no one who care about it, and I came up with an idea of creating a environment club. And at our school, there were many clubs, but none of them that were concerning about environment degradation. And then I named my club Keep Our School Safe. It means to collect those trash around the school and just put together in order to compose them in other fertilizers. And also, this idea has solved the problem of teaching children who burn their waste. They stop it because it was a kind of environment degradation.
Thank you. Then is there anything else you would like me to know about you?
Yeah, yeah. What I can add to everything that we already talked about, me always self-confident in whatever I do, and I have many skills like time management. I enjoy working in team. I like expanding my network to everywhere company I work with, and also I like justice and transparency in my work. I'm not afraid of challenges because challenges are my way to find a solution.
Thank you. I'm really happy to have this interview with you. And I appreciate your presence. Thank you.